All right, Jules, let's look ahead to the semifinals. Italy against Spain.
So great.
So much in the press right now
Yeah.
about Luis Enrique facing Italy again because they were
course.
nose broken in 1994.
Your
What?
third team.
That would be Mauro Tassotti. It would have been cool if he
Hello,
played
Tassotti.
if he played Ukraine because obviously Tassotti, Shevchenko's assistant.
Yeah.
There. I still remember there's an iconic picture of Luis Enrique after he got punched in the face of him, and it looks like he's wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask. He's got like this weird thing. I mean,
but there's the one as well with all the doctors on the pitch, and he's got the blood, and he's looking and clearly like must shout names at. Tassotti.
I think Luis Enrique has moved past that. Despite, what some people think. Let's try to game plan how we think this is going to go out, because these are two teams who love having the ball.
Playing, yeah.
So what happens in those situations?
I know it's a bit of a cliche, but bear with us. This is the perfect midfield battle key of the game. And I know we've said it for a lot of games, and it's very often right and accurate, but even more in this game. Whoever between the Koke, Pedri, Busquets, midfield three, or the Barella, Verratti, and Jorginho one takes control, keeps the ball better, put the other midfield under pressure, will win the game, or will be very close to winning the game. And I think just for that, just watch on television, or if you're lucky enough to be in the stadium, and just watch those six just going at it with each other, because I think it's going to be fantastic. And yeah, of course you can play wide, and I think the fullbacks will have a big role to play too, but it will be there in that midfield, and whoever wins that battle and is the most dominant, I think will win.
I wonder if in a game like he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. You'd be tempted to maybe move things around, maybe find a spot for Thiago Alcantara and maybe put Koke a little wider. So you've got four ballers in the middle of the park. Can you imagine if
and
you
then
did that?
You take out one of your 3 forwards. It's okay. You can play Moreno and Morata, and then you're right. Move Koke a little bit wide, which he does at Atletico Madrid a lot.
No. And then later you chuck on, Oyarzabal or Dani Olmo just for the just for the speed for the one-on-ones. Again, don't think it's going to happen.
And Mancini is not going to change anything either, right? Why would he? Just Emerson for Spinazzola and that's it.
This is my thing. Mancini really, 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 really likes Emerson. I can say he's very well rested. I don't think he gives you the attacking output of Spinazzola. He's not as fast as Spinazzola. He's not as good a defender, I think, as Spinazzola.
No, definitely not.
I would be tempted to try something different. Maybe a Toloi in there. I don't know that you necessarily, just accept. You can't ask Emerson to do what Spinazzola does. So maybe try something. I don't think it's going to happen.
Florenzi, so you've got another right back at left foot. You have another right back at left back.
I think that's an option, but I don't. Has he ever done that?
Not in Paris. I don't think so.
I mean,
maybe before, but
I don't know. It's a curious one. But look, the vibe is so good right now. There is so much confidence, but I think they're also cognizant that Belgium was probably the toughest team they face in terms of ability, but Spain is going to be the toughest matchup, I think, in terms of style.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's going to play into it quite a bit. I'll also be curious to see Chiellini and Bonucci. Are we just going to take as granted that they're both going to be fit for another game?
But they played Morata, who they train with all season.
I know.
If there's one striker they know by heart, apart from Cristiano maybe, is Morata. So for them, I think it's perfect. And if you Mancini and Bonucci and Chiellini say, yeah, bring it on, we know exactly what to do to annoy him, to stop him, to everything. So that's unfair for Spain. That's unfair.
In the other game, England against Denmark. One thing that I'm curious of, Denmark, we've seen them play a back three in the last couple of games.
Yeah.
We've seen Southgate switch to a back three for Germany, but not do it for Ukraine. He's not going to do it. He's going to go. He's going to play the same lineup we saw, or the same shape anyway, right?
Yeah, I think so. And then maybe you change Sancho if you were not happy, or if you want a Foden or a Saka if he's back fully fit.
Well, he's been cleverly. He's always changed that position.
Yeah, so that's the one that would change. The other 10 would be exactly the same. That's the one that would change. I do think, as much as we love this Denmark team for the way they play, and of course the story and the Christian Eriksen incident and all of that, I think there's a point where they will face a wall, because this England team they are a wall, and I wonder if the Damsinho and the Dolberg and the Mele and the Delaney and all of that, at some point we go like bam against the wall, bam, it's Phillips, it's Rice, it's Maguire, and to the point that at some point they will tire themselves out and then England would just go and win that game.
The one thing I would wonder about, okay, Dolberg scored these goals. I don't think Dolberg's a great player. I think he's very up and down, as you know.
Yeah, he's a bit inconsistent.
I wonder if this is the kind of game where Denmark can turn it into kind of a grinded out game and maybe it gets decided by a set piece. I've made this point before. When you've got Vestergaard, Kjær, Christensen, you've got three guys who are aerial threats. Højbjerg's another big dude.
Yeah.
Dolberg is a very big dude. Those are your five big dudes on set pieces. And I'm just wondering if England play the back four, once you get past Maguire, Stones, Kane, Declan Rice isn't small and physical.
No.
But I just wonder, in that aerial thing, I think I'm not suggesting that Denmark need to go back to aerial bombardment, but that can make it very awkward for England.
Yeah,
and I wonder if that is maybe one solution that Hjulmand, unleash Damsgaard and Mele all you want wide, but then just hit them with the big bodies and the balls in the box.
Yeah, and I think I looked after the goal against the Czech Republic, the Delaney goal. I think they're third in terms of expected goals on set pieces in the tournament. So they're clearly very good at it. We saw the Delaney goal, how they worked, and there was a block, and he was on his own. I mean, the marking was terrible, but still. So I think they have that, and so do England. They're very strong on set pieces, as we saw again against Ukraine. So I think this would be a good matchup in terms of set pieces too. I just think that physically England are too strong for Denmark.
Yeah, on paper, I think no doubt England favourites. Italy, Spain, much more finely matched. Although I think the bookies have Italy as favourites.
I think that's right. I think Italy.
I don't need to go there. I don't need to make predictions.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.